It's showtime.
Good morning, everyone. Wake up. It's only going to be almost 100 today. If that shocks you, that's right. All right,
Really?
Jamie.
I heard armadillos love
Nice. They love it. They love it. Your turn.
Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. This is Athens AM, a special edition today. We're going to teach people how to catch armadillos, aren't we, Rick?
That's right.
Rick, back in
Catch them or shoot them?
Well,
You can't shoot them in the city of
On
Athens.
set two, special guest. They always love it, and this is their response.
know.
Have you ever seen the show before? Oh, well, I watched it when I was a kid.
Oh, Lord.
Coach Cody Gross is lovely
Beautiful
ride
life.
in here, and Judge Jimmy, former judge. We can still call you Judge, can't we?
Sure.
Yeah.
He's earned that title.
You never sentenced me to anything, even though I probably needed it. But anyway, Jim, one of the first people we met, we came over here years ago. They run us off. Zack's in here ready to fire down on stuff.
He is that.
And Rick, you just got back from Iceland, didn't you?
I did.
How was it?
It
Cold?
was, it's sort of weird after wearing long underwear for a couple of weeks and like trying to transition back. So
We'll hear all about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rick's going to talk about the Fiddlers Convention that comes up this week. What is this, 52?
53.
53.
Wow.
All right. 53 years coming up this weekend, too. But first, let's get the weather cranking right now because there is no relief.
I'm the bearer of bad news. 66 degrees out there, so if you want to enjoy some cooler temperatures, definitely get out there this morning. High temperatures today, though, 97. Another scorcher. Yesterday it was so hot. At least a little breeze did help. But there is some relief in sight. Look at, not for the next couple days anyway, but check out Friday. High of 88, low
Is that
of
79
58.
degrees on there?
It is, but look at that low of 58, so take it. And then rainy days, which we need. We are in the middle of a drought right now, so welcome the rain by all means. TwoHempGirls.com brings you this portion of the weather.
Y'all know it coming up for long. I'm gonna have to take a well-deserved day off. I don't get overworked up here, Dr. White. So, you know,
No chance of that.
Woodroof, guess who I'm interviewing? If everything works out right and he makes it that long, Thursday morning.
Who was that?
Country Boy Eddie.
Oh, man. Fantastic. I didn't know he was still alive.
Nobody does.
He sent me a text the other day.
Wow.
A text.
From his
Wonder how old
grandfather.
Country Boy is.
Do what?
Wonder what age. Wonder how old.
He's 88. I stay in touch with him, man.
Jamie, I promise you, the other day on WJOX, they were talking, they were saying, everybody was saying he was dead. That's
Why
when I
didn't you text him?
Well, I did text him. I said, Country Boy Eddie is alive and
You
what?
know,
That's all.
one of these days, about
He
40
sounds
years
good.
from now, they may be saying that about me. Is he
They will
still
be.
doing that show? But
That would
first,
be enough.
let's do sports. And here he is right now. He survived the heat in T-Town over the weekend. Didn't he?
Welcome to CTV 11 Sports, brought to you by All-Star Plumbers. For all your plumbing needs, go to All-Star Plumbers, and by Applebee's Tailgate Talk 10 to 12 every Saturday morning on the Big 1080 WKAC. Well, I know Coach Gross's wife was happy about the games Friday night, but if you're an East Limestone fan like me, you weren't. But, hey, we had a 14-13 lead at halftime, but the game got turned around second half, and Athens came out, so Athens won that game. Also, big win for Elkmont. Elkmont got their first win over Lexington, and West Limestone beat Clements. Those were the only games in there this
Did Notre
last
Dame
Friday.
win?
I don't know. They did play. I can't remember. I don't know if I couldn't remember if Notre Dame played, Rick. So,
They did, and they won.
Yeah.
so I didn't know. So, okay, Notre Dame won. I did not know. Hey,
Rick's the only Notre Dame guy.
Notre Dame about beat Georgia. I told everybody. Everybody's predicting
Zack.
Georgia in a blowout, Rick. I did not think that would happen. It
Thanks,
did.
Zach.
You got any sports?
Hey, Auburn come out on fire. They had 21 points before we even started listening to the game the other night. So 56-23, Auburn would win, and they go to the Swamp.
They're up by two.
Two top
this
10
week.
teams. They will be.
I'm for Florida.
Game day will be in Gainesville this weekend. Alabama gets an off week after the 59-31 win, and they are the #1 team in the country again, Jamie.
I didn't know
After
that.
Clemson struggle win over North Carolina, that 2-point conversion just did not work for them. NFL should make Von Tess Bursett's suspension permanent. Hey, did you see that hit?
Karin.
If you did not see that hit, man, that was not a good hit. That is uncalled for. Anybody that saw that, that's not good for football. I mean, this guy has done it before when he was at Pittsburgh, and that was a defenseless player. He caught the ball, and he just come back. And anybody that loves football, that is uncalled for. So I think the guy will be suspended for
Why
banned
don't you
for
tell him,
life.
Zack?
So I hope they get him. So
Let me hear it.
Jamie, back to you.
All right, back to you, right? Always.
Hey, and quit putting clown pictures in with my stuff. Y'all know how I hate clowns. Man.
Jamie will slip a clown picture.
Oh, I didn't know that, Zack. I got
I
something
don't
for you
know,
next
I don't
time
know
I
who
come.
done that.
Now that we know it.
Hey, Judge,
I don't like clowns.
let me give you some advice. I know you're a judge and you're super smart and all that stuff, and some of the people you sent us are getting out of prison this year, but whatever. I want to give y'all some advice. When you go on a trip, never let your insurance man ride shotgun. That dude complained, Rick.
No, I didn't.
We went, yes, you did. We went to
We've been all over the
life was
place.
in
Anybody
danger.
would.
You lucky he didn't
Oh,
pull your
yeah. Turn
insurance.
your blinker on. I'm in a Hummer. Turn your blinker on. Turn your blinker on.
Going to left or right. No, didn't use a blinker one.
How many red lights did he?
I ran 3. I mean 3. I mean not just like yellow and you go through it. I mean red and then just go on through it.
I got the right to do anything I want to.
Was alcohol
You know,
involved?
No.
you know how
I could have understood it if it wasn't. It
Dave,
wasn't.
you know how I park.
Yeah, you don't know how to park either. And I didn't even mention that.
Let me get it.
Parks like this, you know, takes up two parking spots.
Get you on show. Here's a guy in Decatur. The guy's name is Rodney Joe Cotton Gordon. Was mowing a lawn on Moulton Street out of the Decatur Daily. Had an umbrella on his head.
Smart.
Oh, yeah.
Good
That's
thing.
a smart guy right
There
there.
ain't much
Yeah.
grass to be cut these days.
That's
All
true.
right. Before we go any further, let me talk about me for a moment. What we
No
got
way.
from the weekend. Yeah, here we go. That's me on the right.
Oh, Freddie.
Hey, everybody, thank you for the prayers for little Freddie. He was in a car accident. A lady actually hit him.
Yeah, let me
Ran
tell
a
this
red
story
light.
right quick. He's on the way back from UNA. He got
Oh, man.
over at 101. Right over where you grew up in Rogers.
Yeah.
That's a
Very
bad
dangerous
intersection.
section.
Woman goes through the line, hits him. So he's got to meet with a plastic surgeon. Freddie told us in Sunday school class Sunday. So after church, I go up to little Freddie, and I said, Freddie, take a look at this face. I mean, you might want to have, when you get, you got to get a new nose or something. I said, look at mine. I
You
mean,
go pick out your nose.
you maybe had to, come out looking better now. You can look like me. Little advice.
You made him laugh.
All right, what else we got?
You made him laugh.
And,
If you missed Shred Day, you missed Shred Day. They were out, they were ready, and it was very helpful. I had so many boxes to get rid
Yeah,
of.
I wish
and
I'd have known
It was
about
great.
that.
It was
I
free.
got-
It was
I got
free.
first at the shred.
And we
Keep
got anything
Athens
else?
Keep Athens Limestone beautiful. Guess what I drove? An old person's car, and I loved it.
That is the new, from Ray Pierman, that is the new Lincoln Continental. Jim, you probably got one.
I don't have it.
That is
That's
a
beautiful.
sweet ride.
That's not
is
an
a
old
nice
person
ride.
I'm
car.
getting
When I get
one in
old,
10
I'm
years.
thinking about getting me one.
That's beautiful.
When I
I
get
almost
older,
got it.
I'm getting me one of them.
Yes.
All right, so anyway, Ken, what do you think?
I'm not
Beautiful, I
saying in
love it.
10 years I'm going to get it, and you said when you get old, you're going to get it? How'd that work?
What's your definition of old?
Why?
Yeah.
You trying to insure something else?
No, I'm just asking a question.
He has all our
Miss
bars.
Karin Gross and Jimmy Woodroof up here. We're going to talk about Feed the Eagle program, where they feed all those football players. What is it, about 20 or 30?
Time's about 4.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that coming up later this morning. They'll play. Karin will
Bunch.
play. Judge Woodroof loves the program.
This is her
coming
first
up.
time playing
yeah, I
this
know.
game.
So we'll play Judge Jamie in a little bit. I've got a robe back there. I could go put on. I really think it's kind of hot in here. Now, Rick, these people have problems with armadillos. What is your
Yes.
advice to get shut up?
To get rid of
A
them?
cage.
Just
Trap
first you
them.
need to get rid of the grubs in your yard. That's what they're after. And so
Yep.
put something down to address that, and then you sort of got to know where they're traveling, and then you can you don't even have to bait the trap. They're sort of half blind, and they'll walk right into the trap.
Hey, when we lived out
But
across from...
he has to set up the trap with his famous hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 or 3 years ago, you know, when I get up and perform on a show like this, it ain't like me walking the sidelines on a Friday night. This job's much harder. When I get up to a show at 2, at 4, I'm outside at 2. Well, a couple of years ago, I seen 2 of them come under the gate while I'm outside, trying to take them.
Just looking at you.
Armadillos through there. I go get a shovel and beat one of them with it and speed up. It don't even... It just
It
bounced
doesn't
off.
flinch. It doesn't even phase him.
Yeah, I started to get out of the road where I
Nasty.
run over with a Hummer. But anyway, they
Nasty
aren't good
things.
for anything, are they? Don't they carry disease?
Yeah, don't think
They
like leprosy is what I heard.
They can carry it, yeah.
Dr. White, what's your subject today?
Scams.
Scam?
Yes, scams.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, and there's one that's really,
You know what I
Brand
read
new.
today, speaking of scams? You know, now they got up here, if you've used super glue or if you've used hair
dye.
come in, call this number now, 1-800, get on the list. Well, those are scams too. Some of those
yeah,
are.
that's right.
We'll talk scams later about that. Right now we'll take a break. We'll come back and play Judge Jamie, Karin Gross's favorite game show.
It will be after
all
today.
Time.
Yes.
Y'all hang on. Hey, Rick, it's your show. And now it's time to play the #1 game show, Judge Woodroof. Judge Jamie. And sponsored by One Love here in Zeke with 6 locations, soon to be 7 or 8. He's going to walk through that door, David, any minute, right now, and say, I'm just going to stay 5 minutes. Y'all know Zeke, we got a problem here. Needs to know somebody. Dr. White, you know how to play. Rick, you remember? Karin, wrong answer. Right answer. You are playing to win a can of Vienna sausages. Last time Judge Woodroof took them with him.
That
You know
just
why?
changed their mind.
I'm from New Hope, Alabama. It used to be called Vienna, and the Yankees burned it, and they renamed it New Hope. Next time that happens, they're naming it Coopertown.
You think?
All right.
There's already
If you know the answer to one of these questions, slide them around the News Decatur Daily, Daily Mail. No armadillo questions today.
okay,
All right,
good.
here we go.
Just
Drought worsens, getting worse in Limestone County.
oh no.
How much rain fell last month in Limestone County?
None.
2 inches.
1 inch.
Half inch.
Half inch, yeah.
Todd, let you have it. 0.27 inches. The normal for that time is 3 inches, which means there's a 2.5 deficit right now with rain. I do think I did see on 48 this morning. That's another station in Hustle I made famous. It's supposed to rain next week. If it wasn't me, Brad Travis would be nobody.
Yeah, Brad. What's he know?
Joseph's not with us.
Half inch.
Brad's awesome.
How much is the grand prize for the Ducky Derby winner this week?
$100.
$50.
$1,000.
$1,000 is a right
wow.
answer.
Man, I
How
need
many
to win.
ducks are in that, Rick? Are you participating in that?
No, I'm not in the duck race.
I don't know. I don't know how many ducks are in it either. I just hope one of y'all would.
Hey, I bet they don't have Bean Day no more, do they, Rick?
No.
Exactly. We're gonna pick that up today. Bean Day is history. Hey, Rick. All right. Only Karin Gross would probably know the answer to this next question since she probably keeps up with all football games. I got this out of Decatur Daily. It says here, Decatur played Lawrence County Red Devils over the weekend. Decatur hadn't won a game this year. They missed a field goal with 44 seconds to go and lost to Lawrence County's over there, 27-25. When was the last time Lawrence County or the Red Devils beat Decatur?
It was in the 50s, I believe.
That is a right answer, 1954. They'd only beaten them 2 other times in 1937 and in 1927. How'd you know that?
Hello.
Coach Gross told me that.
That is a right answer. I mean,
On
Rick,
Saturday after he saw the score.
that is a good
See,
answer.
she listens to her husband. She paid attention to what he had to say about
Y'all
football.
may not know this. Halloween's coming up.
It is.
The average
Every
person will
October.
spend how much on Halloween this year? David, I know you'll
You
buy
mean
lots
buying
of
candy or outfits?
$100.
$300.
$86.79 will be spent on candy alone. $9 billion will be spent for
Good
this
grief.
holiday. But here's the main question. What is the #1 candy in Alabama? This year it's different from what it has been.
Oh, really?
What is it? In Alabama for
Reese cups.
Candy corn?
candy corn was the right answer
Last year, yeah, that's what I was thinking candy
Tootsie
corn, but
Rolls.
that's not this year.
Oh, what people do for candy
M&M's.
Alabama right now is little candy. The nation's top 3 are Skittles, Reese's Cups, and M&M's. But here in Alabama now, it's the Hershey little candy bars are the
That's not
#1
bad.
now.
Dusty McLemore was in that vote.
Yeah, Dusty eat chocolate. In the nation's top 3, as I
All
told
day
you,
long.
Skittles, Reese's Cups, and M&M's. So I don't want no kids coming to my house on Halloween.
Hey,
You won't get no
Scrooge.
candy at my house either.
Scrooge,
They're gonna be egg in your house.
I'll give them candy.
I might even be leading the charge.
I'll give them candy.
Y'all
No kids come to Patty
I want y'all to go
Chapman.
roll my yard, whatever you want to do. I live down there across from Jan, in that little house next to Bill Dunn.
Hey, Zeke's gonna be come looking
I
for
live there for a
I'm gonna
long
tell
time.
Zeke what you did.
So if you want to egg my house and roll it, that's where you go, Karen. With all them kids y'all got down through that way.
I'll have candy.
What is the #1 hotel listing place in the nation?
Hampton's Inn and Suites.
Marriott.
Airbnb. What's that mean? What's that stand for?
Bed and breakfast.
Bed and breakfast. Air mattress and bed and breakfast. Do you know how many listings? They're worth $31 billion.
Ooh,
I'm thinking about starting one of them in Athens.
that's pretty.
They have more than 7 million listings in 100,000 cities worldwide. You ever use them, Rick?
I did not.
Now that is
I've never even
I
seen
stayed, I
them.
stayed at all Airbnbs in Iceland.
Well, Zack, it's come that time again. We're going to be leaving Athens. I just want y'all to know that.
Oh, again, y'all, you said it 1,000,000 times. So this time again.
He just keeps coming back though.
Really? I have found
Y'all
that
keep
there's a
coming
new
back.
place to live now. Homes are somewhere around, it's kind of like the gross is what they live in. Or Judge Woodroof, anywhere from 10 to 20,000 square feet.
All right.
That'd be us. That'd be us.
Married to a coach.
The Disney Oaks, where you can live on property down at Disney World in Orlando.
That's nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
There's no telling how much that is.
I just told you, $2 million is the minimum.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It goes up to 5 or 6 million.
I was figuring to say it had to be at least 5.
While we're going down to the beach, I'm just going to go on down a little further south and look, see if there's anything I might be interested in.
You are so sweet.
Well, I know. I mean, I just moved. I'm about ready to move again. Y'all never know when I'm going to tell you something that probably still ain't going to be true. Alabama, #1 again, as Zack just said.
Roll Tide.
But here's the real question. When was the last time a #1 like Clemson, Todd, Jimmy,
One.
didn't play a good game and slipped to #2?
It's probably Alabama.
Ohio State.
Ohio State is the right answer today, man, right on the end.
He knew it.
How'd you know that, Rick?
I happened to watch that yesterday, or so somebody was talking about it. I
You
can't
hear it again
remember.
up here, so you know.
Yeah.
Alabama has been #1 for how many times the last 12 years?
Oh, gosh.
I just saw that too.
15.
It's been a bunch.
119 times. That's a lot. All right. Speaking of Disney World, what is the newest thing in Orlando at Disney World? Jimmy, you ever been there? They got a bunch of they got a bunch of stuff going on down there.
I have been. It's been a long time.
What's the newest thing down there?
Only thing I know is the Toy Story Land, but that was like last year.
What's the best way now to see all of Disney World?
Express Pass or something.
Gondolas that float over it. Are they just opened last week?
Really?
Down there? Yeah, there it is. Right
Oh,
there.
wow.
Just open. About how many can they carry per hour?
500.
3,000.
Wow.
What city in the U.S. is Disney World the size of?
New York City.
No.
I just like saying New York City. Nobody said it with me.
Athens, Alabama.
No. San Francisco.
San Francisco.
California man, 24 years old, was sentenced. Judge, you'll get this one. You know how to sentence people. Was sentenced to 180 days in jail.
What did he do?
What did he do? 180 days in jail. 24 years old. Lives with his parents.
Where was this from?
California. 24-year-old.
temper
Jan, that's your hometown, Jan.
Yeah, it is.
California.
Yeah, yeah.
All you liberals out
Yeah.
there, what?
That's us.
Sentenced to 180 days in jail.
Oh, damn.
He sent a mass shooting warning to the fairgrounds at Los Angeles Fair so he could avoid going with his parents.
Oh, no.
What a dope.
Oh, what
Yeah.
an idiot.
That's why he's in jail.
Yeah.
It needs to be.
Y'all ever heard of the Beatles?
Yes.
Abbey Road. Jim, you probably used to listen to him as a kid.
I did.
Abbey Road. Abbey Road was their last album when they crossed the street. Which one of them was barefooted?
Ringo.
Oh, I almost
Paul's
saw
right.
that.
That was their 11th album. It's the 50th anniversary of it. What made that history? It was one of the best-selling ones in history, though. What set that apart from any of their other albums?
Their picture
I don't
was
know.
It
on.
was their
They
last
were
one.
all into it, so they each recorded their parts for that whole
Separately?
album separately.
Really?
See, y'all learn.
Didn't know that.
You see how smart I am on this show, Karen? I'm able to go from people being arrested to come back in here.
Google's
It's
amazing.
educational.
Hey, I love Google.
Google's amazing.
Yeah, he sure is. What's the newest thing with Southwest Airlines? 2 questions left, this one and another. What are they selling that they sell out of quickly?
Seats.
Good answer, but wrong, y'all.
Something you eat.
Not a clue.
They're
Peanuts.
beloved. That's right.
Peanuts.
They're beloved peanuts. For $29 a tin, you can buy that. They're pretty expensive.
Yeah, you used to get them free.
Well, now they're selling in a lunchbox
Wow.
container. It's like 10 ounces. You can get 2.
Pretty cool.
You can get honey roasted or lightly salted. And they also have pillows that advertise their peanuts.
How much is that?
$29.
That's crazy.
That's not worth it.
I look like I bring my own peanuts with me.
Hey, let's start a peanut business and call them armadillos.
Yeah.
All right, last question, Karen.
Good.
Maybe Judge Woodroof knows this one. He looks like he might be pretty smart. What is the best day according to all the signs that are lining up with the planets? According to all these famous people, scientists and everything, to get married in 2020? What is the date to
Oh,
get
the
married?
best date to
Yeah.
get married.
Because all the planets have lined up.
I have not heard this.
The
Don't know.
date.
It's the same sign that's lasting relationships. Come on, Karen, you know that one.
Like the day you
and
get
Cody
married.
probably could redo your vows on this day. Huh?
I think she's pretty safe.
2220. Because all the planets,
20.
Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, and Mars, and the moon, all are in a line for that one day. That is a day for you and Irma to redo your
What day
vows.
was it?
2220.
2220.
What day is that?
February 2nd.
That's what I'm
don't
saying.
know.
Hey, I'm like lost too.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
all confused, Jamie. Man, come on.
That's
Two,
why-
two,
that's Groundhog's Day.
February.
Yeah.
That's my
20th.
mother's birthday, matter of
Well, there
fact.
you go. You got a reason to
2020.
get Groundhog Day. That's good, Dave. That's good. We'll let Judge Woodroof win this because he could hardly stay awake during the whole We'll let him. He looks like he could use something to eat.
Where's that gavel?
We'll take a break, come right back. We'll talk about feeding the eagle program next. Y'all,
will.
hang on.
Did you want to do weather?
No, I think I'll leave that up to you.
66 degrees out there. It feels good right now, but let me tell you, it is going to warm up. 97 for our high today. Really just going to stick in those 90s next several days. No relief in sight until Friday. Notice I haven't even mentioned any rain because it's not going to happen until next week. Look at that, possibly Sunday.
75, 79
Possibly
degrees?
Sunday. It is 79 degrees come Monday.
All right, two special guests up there this morning. Of course, Judge Jimmy Woodroof has been up here with us before. It actually starred in one of the first commercials we ever shot over here. Now, Jiffy always got to bring that up. Karin Gross, her first live appearance was up here this morning. You're probably up at this time of day every day.
Not really.
Everybody ought to be up this time of day. All right, Judge, get us started. What are y'all up here to talk about today?
We are here about a program called Feed the Eagle, Jamie and Gloria. Coach Gross came to a couple of us last year and just indicated that he needed to start a program to kind of help with nutrition for the football team. So many of our young men are on free and reduced lunch. They're not getting appropriate food. And he just said, you know, if I'm going to play football, these kids have got to have the appropriate nutrition. So we started a program here in the community to raise money to help buy food for these kids, cook food for these kids. And Karin, of course, Coach Gross's wife here, has taken the real lead in this. And so it's just been a great program. We're just continuing to ask the community to help support us financially. But we're doing a great thing. I feel like the kids are eating 2 meals a day, 5 days a week. Karin and some of her good moms and buddies prepare food several days. The lunchroom is assisting us some. We've got local restaurants that are assisting and helping us. And we're just really trying to meet the nutritional needs of the kids. So many of them only depend on lunchroom food, and it's just not enough. So,
all right, Karin, Ms. Groves, as Jimmy was talking about, how do y'all prepare the food and how's all this working? What are some
How
of the
many
meals?
are you
what do they
feeding?
eat, and how many are you feeding?
Well, we have 81 players, 10th through 12th. And we have a schedule this year, which has really helped out. Last year was the first year that we put this in the program, in play, really. And we really built on that. And this year we have a schedule. So we use Central Church of Christ. When I cook, we use their industrial kitchen, which we're so grateful. They are so gracious to let us go in there and use that. So we have a schedule. They eat on Monday evenings. They eat tzatziki's. Every Monday they donated a meal, 10 meals this season. So they eat tzatziki's on Monday, and on Tuesday morning I cook pancakes and sausage or bacon, and then on Tuesday evenings is Taco Tuesday. So I prepare the ground beef for that and feed them Taco Tuesday. And Wednesday morning. Monday and Wednesday morning both, they eat lunchroom breakfast. And then Wednesday afternoons or evenings, 306 feeds them every Wednesday, and that's on them. So that's a donated meal. Thursday morning, I cook a big breakfast, eggs, biscuit, gravy, sausage, bacon, whatever I come up with, sometimes casseroles. And then Thursday evening, they eat in the cafeteria. They prepare them usually a pasta. And then Friday mornings is Jack's breakfast. And then pregame meal, I head up as well. I either cook it or order it.
So they
that's kind of the schedule.
starve on the weekends?
They starve on the weekends, yes.
Now, where do they eat these meals?
They eat them we serve them out of the coach's office, and they eat them in the locker room as a team. Coach Gross makes them stay there and eat. So it just kind of helps them bond as well. So
Now, is it hard to cook for 81 and then plus the coaches? Or?
Feed the Eagle program is actually designed just for the players. So the coaches might get a bite if there's something left, but it's really for the players. And it's not. I've gotten used to it, and I just
So
enjoy
you're
it.
kind of like Nick Coach Saban will have a
Team mom.
nutritionist. That's you.
I don't know if you'd go as far to call me a nutritionist. I just love serving these boys. I just love feeding them, and they are so grateful.
Now,
so it just blesses me.
Haven't y'all done something similar to this in the past? You would feed the boys like once a week or something? at y'all's house?
Pregame meal has always been a staple, and probably across the board, across the country. I mean, every team is going to eat a pregame meal for the most part. That is, most programs don't let their teams, coaches don't let them go home on Friday after school between school and football. So, pregame meal is pretty has always been common. So,
Jimmy, how do people get involved with Feed the Eagle program?
Well, the main thing, Jamie, is we just need financial help, okay? And as I said, the community has been tremendous. But, the key, Jamie, is not doing it 1 year. Well, the key is we've got to sustain this thing every year. And what we'd like to do, and Karin and Coach Gross and I have talked about it, I'd like to expand the program year-round and feed these kids year-round.
That was my next question. Does it go through the summer?
It doesn't now simply because of financial limitations.
All right, you mentioned it a couple times. I read somewhere, I don't know if is it $60,000 a year? Is that
60 was our projection originally, but were able to do it for less than that last year. And but I think probably around 50 is what it's going to take to feed them year-round. Okay. And, Jamie, it's kind of a moving target. And the reason that is because, as she said, Taziki's just basically called us, volunteered, and said, we're going to do 10 free meals this year. 306 Barbecue, unbelievable. They do it every Wednesday night, not cost, they do it free. So these things kind of interplay all the time, and so trying to get a sort of a template for a budget sometimes is a little fluctuating, but it's growing, and we want to maintain that.
Well, I know a couple of years ago our class took up a donation and presented you and Cody with some cash that we took. I think y'all just started doing something. That's about 3 or 4 years ago?
4 years ago, maybe?
that was probably our Bible study.
That was Bible study.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
We do a Bible
y'all
study.
still do that too?
Yes, sir,
How's
we
that
do.
work? What are y'all doing with that?
Well, every Tuesday night we open our home to anybody that's any of the team that would like to come. And Cody's leading it right now. He's taking them through a study called Act Like Men. And so it's been really good. And we, it varies number-wise, but we usually, since the Feed the Eagle program has started, I just feed them snacks, desserts. But in the past, I've fed them complete meals before we started feeding them. So, but we do that every Tuesday night during the season.
All right, Jimmy, how do you, you've had to, and I've heard a few questions about this, why are they raising money to feed these ball players when there are other kids like Lunches of Love, for example, that don't have anything to eat?
Sure.
Now, what kind of criticism are you having to deal with it?
Well, I look at it like this. Coach Gross specifically came to us and said, I need help with my football team. And so, we're not doing this to say we don't want to help other people in the community. I know you and Gloria do a tremendous job to feed the tummy out in the community. So there's all kind of programs that are being implemented to help kids. So we're certainly not against anybody. We're for kids, but it's just a football tailored program. Coach Gross needed it for his kids, and that's just what this is all about.
We were talking about that this morning because, luckily everybody is here. Everybody has the right to give where they want to donate their funds to. And we were talking about how some of these kids, you said, are just in the same boat as the Lunches of Love or Full Tummy Project, and they don't get to eat, and maybe that'll make a difference and get them that scholarship.
That's right.
Cut that cycle.
The bottom
That's
line
right.
is it's like Jason Black before he got elected commissioner. Jason was a teacher out at West Limestone.
He's the reason we're doing this.
The reason we did it, he said, you would be surprised
That's right.
at the people,
The
at the kids
children.
I go to. He said, it's just so sad. And you go there, and they don't have anything to eat,
Right.
yet their parents are smoking, drinking, or whatever, and they don't care. He said, it's right here in Limestone County.
Oh, yeah, every county.
One thing that you may be say this, I don't know. I'm sorry, Judge, to
No,
interrupt
go.
you, but
No.
when they started looking into starting this program, statistics, they did a little research, and statistics show that your average high school athlete requires 4,000 to 6,000 calories a day. And a program like football program is run at Athens, they work really hard. Cody has them on a pretty tough schedule, working out in the weight room, practice. So those guys was not getting those calories. And it takes the calories to fuel them. So really, we're just trying to they barely probably have enough to fuel them. So we're wanting to feed them enough to sustain them and make a difference.
What are some of the ways y'all are doing to raise money, Jimmy?
Just getting out there and being visible, and I know a lot of folks in this community.
What do people need to do?
We just need money. We just need money. And what we did back at the first of last year, we developed a 501c3 corporation, Black and Gold Circle, Inc., okay? Black and Gold Circle, Inc., and there it is, right there. P.O. Box 929, Athens, Alabama, 35612. We just need help. We need financial help. And let me say this. When a guy like Cody Gross and his wife Karin come to me and come to some others and need help, I'm going to do everything I can do. because I believe in this guy. I believe in what he does for this community, and it's a tremendous energy boost for our community to have a guy in the leadership role like Cody, because he's the real deal, 100%. And it's just been an honor for me to be involved with this, Jamie.
All right. Well, Karin, anything else we need to know about the Athens Golden Eagle and Feed the Eagle program?
I will say, donations obviously is the number one, but, restaurants in the past has fed us even at cost, and that helps tremendously. So, if anybody's interested in even donating one meal or, just helping us out in any way in that form, that just, that's very, yes, very helpful.
You've ever cooked for?
Ever? Probably 300. So.
300? Ever thought about getting your own restaurant?
I have a full-time job doing what I do to help. Yes.
All right, good to see you, Judge.
Thank y'all. Thank you very much.
Everything we can to keep it going for you. It's Feed the Eagle program. Get involved today. We'll take a break. Y'all, hang on. Talking about the Fillers Convention coming up here in just a second. David, my insurance man, Blinker Boy, I like to refer to him as.
No, you're a Blinker Boy.
Yeah, you're the one.
David, Dr. White, we'll get to that subject in just a second. What's new in the insurance business there? If they can't come see you, you go see them.
Everything's basically the same, but just need to, if you haven't reviewed your coverages, you need to make sure you're getting all your discounts, things like that.
Hey, first of the year is coming up. That's a good goal. You can save some money possibly.
I mean, make sure that you're covered right, because we're having all kinds of issues with just other companies that had one client get hit by another person. They had it through Progressive. Now, Progressive is a good company, but they're really cheap. Well, you're going to get what you pay for. Mm-hmm. He's struggling trying to get them to pay the claim, and they got the police report. She was at fault. I mean, there's no question. It's just they're just taking their time. He hadn't had a rental car for 2 weeks, so he's been out with his truck for 2 weeks. They don't want to give him a truck because he's used to driving a truck. He needs a truck for his business. They don't want to provide a rental truck. They want to provide him with a little dinky car for 3 days, not for the entire time. So there's a lot of different things that you need to look at.
That you don't take into
consideration.
I'm thinking about switching over to the general.
That'll really help you.
You don't realize that stuff until it's too late, right?
Right. I mean, when you call in for a claim, that's where you're really going to see what your insurance company will do for you, or your insurance agent, because there's a lot of times that we will actually get the other company to pay the claim. I've actually had to call and get a little nasty with them and say, look, what is taking so long? I mean, nothing should take that long. Sometimes if they take too long, we will go ahead and file it with us, and then we'll go through subrogation and get their money back for them, but you never know how long it's going to take. The only problem with that is if you have a $500 deductible or a $1,000 deductible, you're going to have to pay that deductible, but then once we go through subrogation and they pay it, the other company pays it, then you'll get your money back, but that could be 6 months down the road, it could be a year. Yeah. So, it just depends. I mean, things like that people don't really look at until they need it, and then it's too late.
Then you're frustrated and mad. Then you have a claim when you have to go and get another quote from another company.
And, you Google JD Power Rankings, we're number 2 as far as claim service. And it's, black and white, shows all the list of different companies. The one ahead of us isn't even in Alabama. So, I mean, the main thing is you just want to make sure that, when something does happen, I don't want to call a 1-800 number and talk to some person over in India trying to get a claim done here in Athens.
No, I want to pick up the phone and call David.
Yeah, just, that's one good thing about it. You call our office, we're going to handle everything. I mean, you don't have to do nothing.
Yeah.
And we pretty much try to give the best service we can. Right. I've got 2, and I got 2 CSRs now. Brooke, and I got a new girl, Allison, so I want to tell them how much we appreciate them, because, I mean, I don't do all this by myself. I have a great staff, and they help tremendously. And, I mean, if I didn't, it would be very hard.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I know, Jan, you're going to want to go to the Fillers Convention this weekend, so let's talk to Rick first. Rick, how long have you been involved now? I know you don't no longer work at Athens State.
Oh,
you're still on
close to 25 years.
25
Yeah.
years.
Hard to pass it up.
You know, if I was going to be in town this weekend, I wanted, I'm trying to
Yeah.
update some country rover stories. That Maupin guy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Thomas?
saw him the other day from 1980, early 80s, bug dancing. He's there every year,
Yeah.
bug dancing.
Yeah.
So what, y'all got some special stuff this year?
Yeah, we do. Tonight, we got Tony Robertson and Dave Harvey are going to do a mandolin and a concert and workshop. And that's this year, the Fiddlers Committee started a Fiddlers concert series.
Okay.
And so we're having different events throughout the year, and it's all tied in because we want to continue sort of,
I noticed a lot of
encourage.
motorhomes are there on the
Right.
weekend.
We're already getting people
They're
in. And
already
then
set up.
Thursday night, we have the free concert with Michael Cleveland, and he's an incredible talent. Of course, then Friday night at 4 and 6 is Ricky Skaggs. Competition Friday night, and then Saturday competition, and then Bradley Walker.
Bradley Walker.
And
Now,
Bradley's a
Always
great
a
is this
talent.
something, we got a little video we can B-roll of talking about the Fiddlers Convention. Is this something y'all started now on a Saturday night? Y'all pause during the action to let somebody like Bradley perform?
Right, we've done some of that, and this year we decided because we want to get Bradley, have him come and perform, so we're going to have him on Saturday night. You know, we sort of struggle with that simply because we want to keep the competition moving and things like that, and also you want to try to get done at a reasonable hour on Saturday night, and that doesn't always happen, but you know, it just depends on the
Yeah,
contestants.
sometimes it's one till. I know Frank used to tell us up here, Frank Scrimshaw. Frank will be
Yeah.
there this year probably. I'm
Yeah,
sure,
Frank,
hanging
yeah,
around.
yeah.
And
Man,
still,
we,
Jamie's favorite thing to do is walk around the campus and
Yeah,
see
that's-
all the pickers
Right.
and the characters. And vendors going to be filled with vendors and
Yeah, we're
crafts and everything
full.
again this
We
year.
got a waiting list of people that want to get in, and so we're in great shape. We got plenty of food vendors. Going to have 4 or 5 different food trucks this year, and so that's sort of getting expanded and giving people a little more variety and things.
Okay,
So,
Jake passed away, last year?
2 years
Jake
ago.
Landers?
2 years ago.
2 years ago? He was always the main
Yeah,
fixture
Jake was a
there.
great person, great talent.
Jerry will probably be set up selling fiddles down there this year.
He will. Jerry's
You know,
fun.
he's only missed,
One,
got married.
Yeah.
So his wife
That
told
was
that
when he
story.
got married.
He missed the very first one.
Yeah.
because he got married.
So he'll be over there set
Yeah.
up. So there's like a great entertainment. You will not have to worry about wearing a jacket this year. I mean,
no.
it's freezing. But anyway. All right, Dr. White. Let me
This will
ask
be
you
a little
first.
cooler.
On my phone, I never get
Spam or
a
fraud
spam a call.
calls.
Her phone rings constantly with somebody calling.
It'll
doing
say
something. Y'all
fraud
may do
or
the same way.
spam.
Mine
Right.
does. So what are you talking about today?
Well, I'm talking about scams. And I didn't really investigate phone scams, but I did a lot of investigating about senior scams. And what I found out is that most of these people who are scammed are going to get scammed again because there are lists. They put you on a list and they sell these on the black market,
Now, what age group are you talking about?
65 and over. And they target older adults because they know that, sometimes they're not as digitally
Right,
aware.
savvy.
Yeah, savvy. So here are 2 related to travel.
Okay.
First of all, you get an email that offers you this wonderful luxury vacation for a bargain price.
Well, there's your first
And
red
they
flag.
target the seniors because they know they're living on a fixed income and they
Right.
want to get away. So you go ahead,
And you
you
click on it.
click to this third-party site, but it's not a trip. They just need your credit card number and they need to bill you.
Wow.
So beware.
Don't ever put your credit card.
What was the one I got
No.
called on
No.
the other day?
Oh, it's like we're calling to let you know that your Social Security number has been disengaged,
Yeah, denied or something. Yeah.
It's
Call,
like
we need your Social
suspended.
Security.
It's been
Right.
suspended.
Never do it. Never.
Yeah, I
You
mean-
never give out your Medicare.
I gave your number.
They
You don't
will
ever,
never
yeah, you don't
call
ever
you.
give out any of your
No,
private
Medicare
information.
will never call you.
No,
They will never
never.
send you a
So what was
message
the other
like
thing?
that.
The other one, this is not specifically to seniors, but I want to cover it anyway. Okay, so you're in a hotel, you've checked in, it's 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and the phone rings and it's the front desk. Hey, we're trying to close out the books for tonight and we can't read the credit card. Can you just give it to us? There's no need to put your clothes on and
Really?
come down to the desk.
Get out.
They're scammers. They are calling around and they're getting the number of the room
Okay.
and targeting these hotels. And so if that happens, do not give your credit card number out because it's not the front desk.
Wow.
No.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah,
neither.
yeah.
And you know,
that-
they do call your room. Is there everything
grief.
okay?
That's right, exactly.
Coming out
So
with
please don't
everything.
do it. Just tell them, look, I'll take care of it in the morning, but do not give your credit card number out over the phone that way. Clever.
Oh, that is clever.
Very clever.
Hey, crooks are.
Why
Yeah.
do people fall for all
Clever.
this stuff, though?
Well, Jamie, wouldn't you fall for that? See, I think that's very
That
likely.
one's very-
That
I'm
one
talking
is
about the
very
trip.
subtle. Well, they do because they
They wanna
think, I
go.
want to get away and I have limited money and look, it's a bargain. So they
Or if they
fall
call
for
you
it.
and say your grandson's in jail and needs
Right.
bail money.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. There's all kinds of.
Speaking of
On your own.
Speaking of the world travel, Rick and his lovely bride Mary, where'd y'all go?
Good info.
We,
Tim.
we went to Iceland.
For 2 weeks.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
How was it?
It was wonderful, beautiful country.
What do you do? Just flip through? I mean, y'all went to Australia a couple of years ago with the kids, before they got married and moved away. What do you do? Flip through a calendar and say, I'm going there?
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, ooh, that looks nice.
How'd you pick Iceland?
It's just sort of, I don't know, I just read a little bit about it, it looked intriguing.
What was your favorite thing to do there? Or
Oh, I had a couple. We hiked in a glacier one day. We whitewater raft down a glacier river.
no one fell in?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, they flipped us.
Oh.
So we ended up flipping on one of the. We were on like class 4 rapids and things. It was pretty exciting.
So what was the temperatures?
The temperatures, it's not that cold. It's like 40s during the day, and then like maybe low 30s at night.
Not
but it's
that
the
cold.
wind is incredible. But we did the Airbnbs. We stayed like 2 nights on a horse farm. We rode Icelandic horses.
Well, you rode a horse?
Yeah.
Who knew Rick was so adventurous?
And rode down to a black beach, and there's incredible waterfalls.
And how long did you
there.
spend on this horse?
It was just an evening. We were just for an hour or two, a couple hours.
Are they different than regular horses?
Yeah, they are.
Smaller horses?
They're smaller,
Yeah, okay.
and their mane is much longer.
They can survive cold
yeah,
weather.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
okay.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
all
Because
they
the
know.
wind is just.
Horrendous.
Yeah, and they told us like you haven't seen anything till you've been there. And the only thing we didn't see was the northern lights. It's just like we had a lot of
Shadows.
rain and all the time,
Yeah.
and in the evening we just could never get a clear night.
You know, I've seen so many pictures of the Northern Lights, and I can't imagine seeing that in
know
person. I mean,
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
Donnie will bring
That-
back a lot of photos.
That was just this. That was
Speaking of shut up, he's in town. He'll be back.
Yeah.
He'll be back Thursday to
be
talk
back
about
Thursday.
LSU. It's gonna be another showdown in T-Town.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it will be.
Anyway, Rick, good to have you back in action.
Good to
You'll be
be.
back with us Thursday.
Yep.
Talk more about the Fillers Convention coming up. Dr. White, as always, a pleasure.
Thank
Keep
you.
the neighborhood
Good info.
straight.
Yeah, trying to.
Don't be start egging somebody on Halloween. House across the street.
No. No.
Hey, if y'all want to know exactly where he lives, just let me know.
Yeah.
Got an Auburn flag.
For the right
in backyard.
price, I can give out that
Good to
address.
have you home, man.
Thanks.
Back
Good
in
to be
action.
back. Good to
What'd
be
you
back.
say? What'd you say?
For the right amount of money, he'll tell people where
I said,
he
for the
lives.
right amount of money, I can give you that address.
Thank y'all for getting up with us.
We're easy to
We gotta
find.
go. See y'all later.
Bye.